Is there any confusion about what I've got here? M means mass. That's, everybody knows mass. That's what the mass you have. Length is inches, feet, whatever. Time is what? Those are the three basic parameters of physics: mass, length, and time. And it's presumed there is no other. And I'm perfectly willing to say there is no other too. But I still wasn't happy with it because I wanted 4. You know my predilection for 4-ness. Well, there ought to be a 4. And it was the the myth of Osiris that tipped me off. What is lost when Osiris is chopped up into pieces?
Creative principle.
Creative principle. The creative principle comes out of wholeness. And the wholeness is this formula. And I do it that way because I like to call it the cosmic goose egg.
The joke's on us.
Well, you know, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. The egg broke. And when you break the cosmic goose egg, I'll put the formula back. How can you break it? One way is to break it into those two things that Heisenberg dealt with, position and momentum. That would be ML, what is ML over T is momentum, and the other L is the position. See, if I multiply those, I get those. Another way to break it, how can I indicate it? Off here is energy times time. Now, I'd have to do a little figuring to show you that because actually energy looks more complicated. It's mc squared. You remember Einstein thing? Well, for c squared, I put L over t because c is a velocity. So it's ml squared over t squared. And when I multiply that by t, I get rid of this square, and that's the same as this. There are others. So I think about 6 different ways you can get MLT. But what's perhaps more interesting is to keep going. Suppose I take this ML squared over T squared times times T. That's energy times time. Then I take the energy and I divide it into mass times length, or mass times velocity. And then I take another generation and divide the velocity into L and T. What's happening here is from this cosmic goose egg, from this original unity, I'm getting a duality and then another breakdown, and finally the breakdown that creates the ordinary universe of mass, length, and time, measuring length in feet and time in seconds and so forth. But it was all wrapped up there in one package at the beginning. And that's the creative unity that has this potency to get something done.